Hey guys, it's Kendra, and today I have a makeup tutorial for you. This is going to be a talk through video, so while I'm doing my makeup I will be talking it through what I'm using, why I'm using it, and that sort of thing. This is a very easy, minimal makeup look. Obviously, you can tell. Nothing extravagant. This is something that you can do every single day. This has kind of been my go-to look lately. If I need to get ready quick, get out the door, this is what I do. It's just no fuss, natural colors, pretty warm tone. I also am going to be using some new products that I've been trying out. So I have some Becca and Cover FX products that are amazing. I wanted to show you guys like me actually putting them on my face as opposed to just saying this is a product and this is why you will like it, just so you can see what it looks like, how it actually applies, and that sort of thing. So I hope you guys all enjoy this video, and let's get started. First, I'm going to prime my skin. This is the Cover FX Calming Primer. It's really good for reducing redness if you have really sensitive skin. This just feels so nice on your skin. I have been absolutely loving it. It really helps to prolong the wear of your makeup, and it also helps to, when you're putting your foundation on, it helps it to apply a lot more smoothly. Okay, so next I'm going in with a couple new Becca products. The first is this foundation I've been using. It's the Ultimate Coverage Complexion Cream, and mine is in the shade Cashmere. And also the Shimmering Skin Perfector. I have this in Moonstone. This one is in Opal. It's kind of a rosy gold color. Let me show you a little bit on the back of my hand. So I've been applying this in two different ways. One is just mixing it with my foundation, and that'll give your skin an overall glow. Here's what it looks like. It's so pretty. The other way you can do it is apply your foundation and then just apply this to direct areas on your face so you can really control where the highlighting is going. So I'm going to do that way. So first I'll put my foundation on and then we'll go back and highlight. You need the smallest amount of this foundation. Like one pump is all you need. This might be too much, so that's usually how much I use. And I just go in little areas of my face and blend that out with my fingers, and then just kind of work all the way around. This foundation is really good at hiding any imperfections. You don't really need much concealer after you use this foundation because it does a really good job at covering up, but it doesn't feel heavy or cakey or anything like that. And it gives a pretty natural finish. Definitely not dewy, but it's not completely matte, so it's pretty natural. See how this just spreads so, like, you need just the tiniest amount. Okay, so once I have it mostly applied, I go back in with a foundation brush just to make sure I have it completely blended out. I'm gonna do a little bit underneath my neck just so the color blends. Then I'm taking this Cover FX brush. This is a cream foundation brush, and just working this around just so everything's totally blurred. Next, I'm taking my Painterly Paint Pot by MAC, which is what I use every single day as my base for my lids. This cancels out the veins in my eyes, redness, and it acts as a really good primer for eyeshadow. So now I'm going to take the Skin Perfector, the highlighting product, and just put a tiny pump on my finger, and I just kind of dab a little bit of this on the tops of my cheekbones. This is a little bit of a rose gold tint. The Moonstone one that I have is kind of an ivory color. This one I think just gives you a really soft focus look. It's really pretty. So I'm putting this on top of the foundation because when you're working with cream products, you want to put all your cream products down first and then go back in with your liquid products to set it. So I'm gonna put a little bit down my nose. And then a little bit on my forehead and around my eyebrows. Put the last bit right underneath my eyebrows for a little highlight. So for my under eyes, I've been using the Cover FX Cream Concealer. This is so good. It's like my new favorite concealer for everything. So I'm in the shade P Light, and I just apply it on the inner part of my eye and then bring a little bit underneath. I like this concealer because it's a pink undertone, so it has that salmoniness to it, which cancels out your dark circles and just makes you look really bright and refreshed. So once I have that patted in, I go in with a brush. This is the foundation brush by Real Techniques, but I use it for concealer I don't usually like foundation brushes for foundation, like typical ones. They just seem to be a little bit too small. And then I don't really have any blemishes right now, just a couple little marks that are fading from past pimples. So I'm going to use the Cover FX, what are these called? The Blemish Treatment Concealer. So it has treatment in here for your pimples, which is nice. It's just a roll-up stick. I'm in between shades, so this is a light and this is a medium. So I just kind of mix a little bit of the two of them in between my fingers. I'm just going to dot this on certain areas of redness. It's nice to have a concealer like this that treats at the same time, so you don't really feel like you're, you know, caking your face up with makeup. It's actually helping. So I'm going to set everything. This is the Becca, what is this? Perfect Skin Mineral Powder Foundation in Porcelain, and I have been loving this. It's just a powder foundation, but I've been using it as a setting powder for my entire face. So I take this little cream foundation brush by Cover FX and just kind of press it in there, and I press this underneath my eyes, and this helps my concealer stay all day long. It's amazing. No creasing or anything. I did this for New Year's and my makeup lasted all night. It was amazing. And then what I do is take a large powder brush and then just kind of lightly put this around the rest of my face. Since we put that highlighter, I don't really want to cover it up with too much powder. I'm moving on to my eyebrows, and then I will do the rest of my face for contouring and blush and all that. So I'm using my Inglot palette. This is what I love to use for my eyebrows because I just customize the shade. I've been using this one a lot, and then I go in with the darker shade just to kind of define my eyes a little bit. And then for brushes, this is by Crown. I got this like in college. And then I like to use the Sigma Angled E75 to kind of define my brows. So I'll go ahead and do that. I usually just start filling them in a little bit with this lighter shade, and this brush is a little bit thicker, so I'm not really being precise when I first start filling in my brows. I just want to get some color on there. I'm also trying to grow my eyebrows out because they're just, ugh, I'm never really happy with my eyebrows. They're so fair, so you can't really see them. So once I have basically them on so I can see them, I go in with this smaller brush and then I start making little strokes on my brow just to kind of fill them in a little bit more. I'm hoping this part over here is going to grow in. I've also noticed since I've started using coconut oil again to take my makeup off that my eyebrows are growing in faster. So definitely if you guys are trying to apply some oil to your eyebrows, castor oil is another really good one that stimulates hair growth. Oh, also guys, I might be going to Seattle in a couple weeks. So my Andrew and I's friend is from Seattle, and he got us tickets to the NFC Championship. So if the Seahawks win, they have a bye right now. It's Sunday when I'm filming this. But if they win next week, then they will make it to the championship. So we're going. I'm so excited. We haven't been, obviously, to Seattle since we moved back, and I just miss it so much. So we'd be going for the whole weekend, and I am so excited. I'm going to contour a little bit with my Real Techniques contour brush, and like always, my Cover FX, did I say Real? Yeah. Cover FX Suntan Bronzer. So it looks like this. I'm almost done with this, but I have a backup because I love this so much. So I just like to go into the hollows of my cheekbones just to give myself a little bit of definition. I'm never like a huge contour. I like my makeup to look pretty natural most days because that's just how I am. Obviously, if I'm like going out, I will go a little bit more intense with everything, but for the most part, I like to look like myself. So just go right in the hollows of your cheekbones just to chisel that out a little bit. You have to really kind of look at your face and see where your cheekbones go in. Just look straight. See, you kind of see a little curve right there. Just go right in that divot. And then also bring it up to the temples and then around your face. And then sometimes I go right under my lip. And then like always, I always take this down to my neck because you don't want a difference in color. just a little bit. Okay, and then you can always just blend this out so you have no harsh lines. I've been highlighting before I do my blush now because I find that it looks a little bit more natural and it kind of just, I don't know, that's what I've been doing. So this is the Lou Manizer by The Balm. It's a really pretty highlighter. You guys probably have seen it before. I'm using a stippling brush. This is from Target, so you need a cash look, and I just kind of press it in there and I swirl this in circles right where we put that cream highlighter, and then up around our face. And this will give you such a pretty sheen. Oh my gosh, I just love it so much, especially in the sun. It just hits your face and looks so pretty. You have to be careful not to go too heavy-handed with this though, because it's pretty pigmented, so just go lightly. For our blush, I'm using my new Becca blush. Looks like this. It's in the color Wild Honey, which is a really nice, it's like a terracotta, kind of reminds me of NARS Luster with no shimmer, and a mix between Luster and what's the other one that I love? Madly. So pretty. So this is my Sigma F40. It's my favorite blush brush. Has the best little angle to it. Just going to press this right in the middle of my face right there. And then I always blend my blush back and up, so it looks natural. And then I always take a bigger blush, I can't talk, to blend it out. Just blend that out, blend that up. Just looks nice and natural, and it gives you just like a healthy flush. I love it. So I am starting off with, I think this is Porcelain by Red Apple lipstick, and a large fluffy brush, and I'm going to bring this all across the lid. For my eyes today, I'm going to show you what I've been doing basically for the last like 2 months on my eyes. Now I'm going to go in the crease and take just a fluffy blending brush, and I'm using Texture by MAC, which is a kind of orangey tone brown. It's a soft brown. It's not Soft Brown by MAC. This is Soft Brown by MAC, which is a little bit more on the pink side, and then Texture is a little bit more warm in tone. So I blend this in the outer part of my crease, and then just literally blend a ton back and forth and start working your way inward just to define your crease a little bit more. And I like this to look really blown out, so I like to blend it up towards your eyebrow and then out. So you just get a little bit more definition between the other eye. This is the Sigma E55, so it's like a flatter brush. And I'm going to put down a little bit of darker eyeshadow. So this, what color is this? Yes You Canyon, right here. And this is by Red Apple lipstick. And it's a warm tone brown, just a really, it's kind of like a, I don't know, just like a deeper brown, but it does have a little bit of red tone in it. I love warm tone browns. But you don't need a specific color, just a dark brown, something darker than what you place in your crease. And start on the outer part of your lid, and I'm just packing this on. And then once you have that generally placed, just start moving that product inward towards the center of your eye. Then you can blend that out with that crease brush that you just used. Blend that all in. I'm going to take a little bit of that shadow we just used, kind of mix the two, whatever, it doesn't really matter. And this is a flat brush. This is the E15 from Sigma, and I am just placing this underneath our eyes and blending it back and forth. I always like to put a little bit of that shadow that we used on our lid underneath to kind of pull the whole look together. And then take another brush to blend this, because I don't want a sharp line, I just want it to be some color down there. Kind of take some of that product off of here and put a little bit of a like inner pop on the inner part of our eye. And I'm going to use the highlighter that we used on our face because it's pretty and easy and one less product that you need to buy. And I'm popping this right on the inner tear duct and going down to the center of my eye, and then just blending this up and out. If you want, you can also put a little bit of this underneath your brows Moving on to eyeliner, I'm going to use a pencil liner. This is a Kevin Aquan pencil. I love this liner. So since we're not doing liquid, I'm going to add a little bit of darkness to my eyes, but I don't want it to be super intense. So what I like to do is just add a little bit to the outer part of my eye. The nice thing about this pencil, it has a little blending sponge. You can really blend this out. If you don't have this, you can use your finger, you can use a brush, whatever you have on hand, a Q-tip, and just work that in so it's really blended out. And then draw a little bit more, just kind of work your way in. I usually try not to use that much, just kind of feather it in. I usually put like a base layer on, and then you can go back and make it a little bit darker. So just right at the kind of base at your lashes, you can go up on your waterline up there to tight line. And I also like to go right under here on the waterline. Then, because I hate the look of some like white below that, I'm gonna take a eyeliner brush and some black eyeshadow and press that right at the base of your lashes. So it's really dark right there. And then on the bottom, it will kind of come down a little bit, so I'm gonna put a little tiny bit right on the outer part of our eye, going not any further than halfway in, taking that eyeliner brush to pack that into your eye so it just sets and stays there. This is the Japonesque curler. My favorite is the Kevin Aquan curler, but I have no idea where I put mine. It might be in my purse, but I have no idea where it is. So I'm going to curl these up. I got a new Lancome mascara. This is the Definisil, so it's kind of a basic one, very thin, and just does a good job at defining and giving you volume and length. It's just a good all-over mascara. And last for lips, I'm using this new MAC lipstick I got. It's called Faux, and it's a satin, and I love it. Here's everything finished. Very natural, neutral color, something you can do every single day. You can always amp it up at night if you want to add a little bit more liner and eyeshadow, change your lip out, whatever. It's very versatile. So I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video on Thursday. Bye.